President Muhammadu Buhari says as a beneficiary of free and fair elections is not afraid of a credible process in 2019. President Buhari was speaking during an interactive session with the Nigerian community in China. Buhari, who is in China for the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, also talked about how he became president after 4 attempts. He called on Nigerians in China to support his government and vote for the All Progressives Congress in 2019. Following the conclusion of continuous voter registration by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), the Commission says that a total of 269,787 permanent voter cards are yet to be claimed in Kaduna State. The Resident Electoral Commissioner Ayodele Adewale, who made this known, also says the Commission registered an additional 537,874 prospective voters in the state in the last few weeks. Kaugama said the Commission moved its staff and equipment to emerging communities so they could be captured while the exercise lasted. With me in the studio to discuss this is a politician, Ayodele Adewale. Thank you very much for finding time to come.
Thank you for having me.
Why would anyone go through the horrors of getting registered and not claim the PVC?
Well, it's quite unfortunate that things like that are happening, but one would have thought that at the point of registering, your PVC will be given instead of giving you the temporary voters cards. And of course, you know that many of our people live on their daily earnings, so some might not have that time to spare, but that is not an excuse. It's not an excuse. Might not have that time to spare to go back following the harrowing experience that a lot of them faced before carrying out their registration.
What lessons have we learned from here? We had to postpone the exercise by another month. There were allegations of INEC officials collecting money from people on queues to allow them the opportunity to get registered. What would you say are those loopholes that need to be fixed?
Well, the lesson learned is that INEC should deploy technology. I've always said these things. Banks are registering people and they are giving you your cards almost immediately. People are going to get their SIM cards, pay and you get, pay as you go. So why can't we register and go and go like that? You don't need to go through this analog system of registration. INEC should train its staff more. INEC should deploy more technologies and equipment to make this thing work seamlessly.
But there are some who will say that this is bigger than INEC, that we seem to run a system where there is no comprehensive data bank. Nobody knows how many Nigerians there are. There are no information, unlike in developed climes when you have a social ID and then once that number is typed into a system, every information about you comes out.
I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe that. You see, there are many systems of doing things, and registration should be an everyday affair. It's not a one-off thing or periodic thing. As long as people come of age, I've always said that the best present you can give to your child when he's 18 is a voter's card. He or she will cherish that for the rest of his life. You understand? In fact, INEC should be able, after capturing data, they should work with the national agency, orientation agency, you understand, and also work with the birth and death departments. As long as people are giving birth, they should be collecting those data and monitoring those individuals. So by the time you are getting to 18, the next thing you get in your mailbox or your SMS or what have you is an alert notifying you that your card is ready, or they send it to your homes and you get it. These things are not difficult if we put the right structures in place. Even if we want to register all Nigerians, this thing should not be more than maximum 3 to 6 months if you want to re-register all Nigerians. So if INEC is telling, even not that as an excuse, then what would the National Population Agency say when it's time for census? That we cannot capture all Nigerians that are living in this country and in the diaspora. And that we should move away from that thinking. There are people out there that can get the job done. So if those people who are handling the affairs of things are telling us that it is impossible, let them just drop their pens. There are so many people out there.
There are quite a number of reasons why people get the PVCs other than voting. As a form of ID, remuneration from some quarters. There are some who would say that the loss of confidence in the electoral system or process of our country is also a factor in this
I don't want to believe so. I mean, watching from the footages from various news media houses and all of that, you see mammoth of people still queuing, begging to be registered. So I don't want to believe that. What I think is that we should make this thing more accessible for people and more easy for people to get it at a very little time.
Ayodele Adewale, thank you very much for joining us on the news.
Thank you for having me.